Welcome to Pardon the Penetration. I am Jay.
And I'm T.
All right. Normally, I feel like I always do like the little nice thing with you, like, "Hey, Trent,
But you're not feeling
how
it
was
today.
it?" No,
Ooh. What,
no.
what happened, man? Like, what? Something pushed your buttons, grinded your gears,
You
like you Peter Griffin
know,
over there?
something did grind my gears, and I just feel like, you know what? Why not talk about it instead of just being hurt? Why not speak on it? When
Okay.
people like
This
they
is,
talk about it, but they don't be about it.
right, this is the jab I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for you to go on a rant.
Here you go, man. Yeah, that's what it really. Be prepared.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna have to preach to y'all this week. But that's my energy. That's what I'm feeling like right now.
All right, so tell us what's going on. Tell the people why your energy like this.
When people like they seem like they about it, but they really don't be about it.
So they phony, they fake. You don't like fake people.
They fake.
Okay.
We gonna talk about fake allies.
Ooh.
So I've been on like Twitter, social media. I'm always seeing these stories, and I've known people that's personally gone through, some stuff with fake allies.
I feel like I got a whiff of it.
It's out there. It's out there. If you pay attention to your timeline, it's out there.
Connect the dots.
We playing nice.
Okay.
Definitely playing nice. But I feel like I need to just do this little PSA and really talk about what allyship is. What is an ally? If you're an ally, what is expected of you and what to look out for when it comes to, seeking an ally. So, all right, first, what is an ally, Trent?
The definition of an ally, well, ally isn't what they are. That's the absolute value. What we've been seeing, they ain't no allies, bro.
Okay.
But the actual Merriam-Webster definition is one that's associated with another as a helper, a person or group that provides assistance and support in a keyword, ongoing effort, activity, or struggle.
Ongoing effort. You know what? That sound like it's a verb.
Yeah,
so
Merriam-Webster said it's a verb.
If you an ally, you actually about it, not just being it. A word, yes. If we could just pass the collection plate along, I'm gonna need my 10% for these facts though. But I'm just gonna say a few things that every ally needs to remember. Especially because, in the technology field, you see there's allies for people, gender, for disability, for sexuality, for race. Like there's different forms of allyship.
Yeah, but it don't feel so inclusive. Like once you start paying attention, you don't really feel that inclusive.
It's not like the people that be flapping their gums about diversity inclusion really don't be practicing like the inclusion part.
Yeah, the loudest person in the room, sometimes the wrongest.
I'm gonna need receipts, okay? Insert the Will Whitney Houston give here. I need receipts. Okay? So here are some things. If you classify yourself as an ally, here are a few things to remember if you are that person. Being an ally is about listening. So don't listen to speak, but listen to really hear. You can't feel me if you're not listening to me. Right?
Yeah, you're definitely not taking it in and internalizing what I'm going through.
And the purpose of listening is like, how are you supposed to understand this oppressed group or whoever you're talking to if you're not listening to them?
Right.
You just be flapping your own facts, but it's like that's not really what we going through.
Yeah, you putting on this all banner in the DMs, but when it comes time to be on that front line, you ain't there.
Did you
You're
hear
not listening to it.
anything I said? No? All right. Bet. So make sure that you are listening, okay? And not listening to speak, but really listening. Also, stop thinking, as we gave you Trent gave you the definition earlier, stop thinking that ally is a noun, okay? Being an ally isn't a status. Oh, I'm Jay, I'm an ally. No, okay? It's you actively making that effort. So don't be a noun. And along with, remembering that it's not a noun, it is not a self-proclaimed identity. Okay?
Right.
Please don't be like, I am Jay and ally, comma after my name. Like it's
not a title.
No. It's not a title. And I feel like that's the issue. Like people want to feel so important, like they're doing something, that they get caught up in that. So being an ally is not an identity at all. You just don't wake up and decide like, granted, this has been a thought in your head for
Right.
some while. You've been festering on it. You, especially, with seeing stuff in the news, you might like, dang, I want to speak on it.
Right. It's not that. It's not what we're talking about is putting it on, putting it off. I want to be an ally this day. I don't want to be an ally. No, like you stuck by this cause and you took this pledge that you say that you want to be an ally for something. Go full out. Give 110%.
Yeah. So being in solidarity, is something that you can strive for, but in the end, it's a choice of those who are attempting to ally themselves. You need to develop that trust.
Right.
So make sure that you're not just doing it just to do it. It's not a status. It's not just, I'm just an ally. No, actually be doing something. Okay. And along with that, as we said, you're not waking up. You don't just wake up tomorrow and be like, I'm just be an ally for this.
Right.
You can't take breaks when you an ally.
Yeah, we don't take breaks for being underrepresented, anything.
Oppression don't stop, bro. It is 24/7, 365. Like,
even on leap year, keep going.
It just keep going. So don't be mindful of your privilege. All of us have some sort of privilege, right? Even if we think that we don't. But just don't decide, oh, today I'm just going to hop into my privilege and forget that I'm an ally for that. No, be mindful, right? If you truly want to act in solidarity, you can't simply just retreat back. Make sure to keep consistent. Keep that same energy.
Oh, yes. Oh, that is like the phrase for all of 2019. Keep that same energy.
For real. If you're really real about it, make sure that you're keeping that consistent energy. So ain't no break, okay? Along with that, allies educate themselves constantly. Read a book. The internet is free. We can send you a link.
Let me Google that for you. Like, if you have a question, we'll just let you Google that for you. It's just going to take you to Google and type it in for you, which you should have done.
YouTube.
Yeah, it's free.
And also, you know what the best thing you can do is ask a homie, ask your friend, ask a colleague. Maybe they know some information that you don't know.
Yeah,
maybe
it's a lifeline. You got them.
Call a friend, something. But make sure that you're educating yourself. When you go to court, if you commit a crime, you can't just say, oh, I didn't know the law.
Yeah.
Like, ignorance of the law.
Like, what are you talking about?
Ignorance of the law is no excuse.
Right.
So don't be ignorant out here. Make sure that you're educating yourself, know what you're talking about, especially if you plan on being an ally. The next one is allies don't need to be in the spotlight. So depending on how hard you go as an ally,
your platform may rise.
Yeah, your platform may rise. You might be in the spotlight. Right. You might be, that's what you've become now, right?
But don't let that be your main goal.
Don't let it be your main goal. Like, don't create your platform just so you can have a voice work. And like, I see this. This is what I see the most. Like, you use your platform thinking, oh, I help underrepresented groups. I do this. Like, you really not. You saying that you're doing that.
But when it come time to put that, put on
the energy is not kept. So make sure that you're not seeking out the spotlight. You're not just having this platform just to spew BS, and you're not actually doing anything about it. Because when the work don't match up, somebody definitely gonna start doing quick maths.
Oh yeah. Oh, and you get read like easily.
It's coming. Okay, definitely coming. The next one is allies focus on those who share their identity. So when I say that share their identity, we share the same identity as people of color.
Right.
If you are an ally, maybe I'm allying with somebody, maybe I'm allying for someone with a disability, right? I would be sure to get with Trent, explain to Trent, why I'm allying for people with disability, this specific disability, why, so that he understands. Educate, each one teach one, man. Right. Make sure that everybody else around you is not keeping that same ignorance, lack of education. If you truly an ally, it really starts with the people closest to you. Yeah. So make sure that you share with those who you can personally identify with. And last but not least, this is the most important one. because I know this is going to happen. When you are criticized or if you are called out for not being a proper ally, make sure that you listen, you apologize, you act accordingly, and you act different moving forward.
Right.
You know,
Everyone makes their mistakes.
Players mess up, man.
Yeah.
We understand nobody's perfect.
But
That's not realistic.
You have to be willing and open to change, learn, and it may have been something you generally didn't know. And this is a teaching moment at this point.
I feel like they be knowing. They just be trying it.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. They definitely do.
But what I don't want to see is don't just glaze over it like ain't nothing happened. Like, that's not cool.
Yeah, don't sweep it on the rug. Like, oh, no, like, oh, I'm just, no one saw this. I'm just let this breeze by. No, we got, like I said, we got receipts.
That's how I know that you really fake.
Yeah.
But those are just a few things to remember. If you are an ally, what is expected of you as an ally?
So while you're going over what's expected of your ally, here's some things that you can actually do as an ally, especially in tech. One, you need to understand how we got here. Whether we be misrepresented, we be discriminated against, you have to understand how we got in this position and understand how you got in that position and try and figure out a way to bridge that gap. Find a way to pull us up. You also need to understand and change your own ways of doing things. People have biases. People have this misconception about other people, whether it's race, sexuality, gender, whatever it is. Understand what that bias is for you so you can break those down.
Pretty much, like, everyone has their bias. Like, at one point you laughed at the joke, you liked that meme, you did something, but we not the same person you was a couple years ago. Understandable. That's why it's really important to check yourself, and that's what Trent means when he said, understand your own biases.
Yeah. And getting to know yourself better will help you get greater empathy for others. You'll get to develop an empathy and understanding different lifestyles. Everyone's different. Like, when one of the new guy got hired here at my job, and he's from a different country, and we were talking about different practices for how he ate, and then he educated me because I was kind of ignorant. I didn't know exactly all the rules of what he could eat, and it was different. Mm-hmm. So I learned, and then that opened up. I was able to explain it to other people when they're like, "Oh, he can eat this." And I was like, "Yeah."
You became an ally. You informed people like you,
right? And
you were able to empathize and remove your biases,
right?
Hey man, I love when it makes a 360.
So also, what you should do if you're working, be an advocate for diversity and inclusions in your program and in your company. If they don't have a program, go out there and start it. Be that champion. You want to be an ally. Here's time to show that you about it.
I might have to pump your brakes on that one. Now, when we say a diversity and inclusion, don't just pop the little buzzwords up there, say that you're doing it and you don't do it. Don't be checking off these boxes. You trying to meet a quota. That is not diversity and inclusion. So I read this tweet somewhere. I don't know who tweeted it. I can't remember, but I got it from Twitter. I am not the source. This is my disclaimer. But the tweet basically said the way it described diversity and inclusion, right? Okay. So diversity would be you inviting me to the party. Inclusion would be you invited me to dance. You invited me to, have a drink, eating with me. So don't just invite me to the party now.
Make me feel included.
Say that you practicing diversity, but I'm in the corner and I don't feel included.
Right.
So
don't make me just another body.
Exactly. Make sure that you are inviting that coworker. You're actively doing things to practice diversity and inclusion.
And actually, piggyback off that, if someone tells you they don't feel included, listen to them and support them. Find a way, bridge that gap. Find out where you had that opportunity to include them and you failed, and change that going forward. And if you're in the capacity to, build a diverse team. And if you're hiring and you're not finding good diverse candidates, look in the mirror, because it's not on them.
It's you.
And talk to your other allies. Tell them what you're doing, understanding what they're doing, some things you can learn from them. Back and forth. We all have, like we say, it's a learning experience. You can bridge that gap. And you can also go out and be a mentor, but better yet, be a sponsor. Go and sponsor another ally, help build them up. Take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, how am I going to expect you to be an ally for me? Take care of your mental, take care of your physical, because you're going to get burnt out.
Yeah, there's no point in trying to pour from an empty cup, right? So if you make sure you take that time out to care for yourself, your own mental health, because you kind of start to feel like you become a part of that oppressed group that you're trying to advocate for. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself.
Yeah, because sometimes it could be now the focus of target is on you, and you feel like all this stuff is going on. And then the biggest thing we've been saying all day is always continue to learn. It's an ongoing process. Continue to learn, continue to develop.
So with doing this topic, it's kind of like, so I seen it on Twitter, right? Where the InfoSec community on Twitter is really big.
Right.
You never know who you might meet. And everyone loves talking about diversity. And for the most part, everybody nice, right? You might get a bad apple here or
niceties,
there.
Yeah,
Right, so
pleasantries.
Far. Yeah, pleasantries, right? We keep it cordial.
Right.
But there's going to be people that want to help you. There's going to be people that want to reach out for you. And it's just so many times I've seen tweets, like threads about what women go through in the industry. People of color go through the industry. People that have disabilities, like sexuality, like it's just like, especially and it be well-known people that they go through like these fake ally experiences with. Like somebody, your fave would be the person that is, dang, I read their tweets. They seem like they're doing a lot. Like really like they're doing it,
right.
But they've screwed over
so many people that they were supposed to help.
Exactly. So they're not really practicing what it's about. So with this episode, it's like you don't know who you're getting in contact with. If you're an ally, I want you to check yourself, right? Make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, because sometimes we get so caught up in what we're doing, you might get lost in the sauce, right? So I'm gonna need you to come back. Remember your purpose. Why are you doing this? Is this self-driven? Like, is it for the greater good of all? And also, it's so you don't get played. Don't play yourself, right? Remember your worth. Don't let people come into your space, come into your energy when they're really not for you. And if you are someone that claims to be an ally and you know that you're really not about it, you're gonna get flamed. Like, it's not gonna be a secret.
It's coming.
We definitely gonna speak about it. That's not cool. Don't do that. Don't prey on people.
Right.
Don't use people. That's not cool. And remember your purpose.
Oh yeah, because when that whole community comes together,
ooh, child. Ooh. And I'm interested to see how they will handle it. Like, are they going to are they going to address their mistakes, or are they just going to gloss over it? But we will see. We will definitely see. But definitely beware of fake allies within the community. So I think that's all.
That's a rant over?
Yeah, rant over. I got it off my chest. I've said my piece.
A little bit better now?
I feel better. I will feel even more better when people start getting called out for, not really being what
just
they
nudge
say.
Me on Twitter and let me know so I can bring my popcorn.
You always ready with your popcorn.
My popcorn's always ready.
And with us having a platform, I feel like ain't no way I could see stuff like this happening
and then just glance over it.
Exactly. So I don't have a story to tell because they be knowing who to try, and it ain't me. So yeah, but I have seen people go through it. Like I said, you see it on Twitter every day.
Yeah.
So I had to make sure that we spoke on it.
Okay. That's good.
Yes.
You got any church announcements?
No church announcements.
I got none either.
You gonna get this $4 from Equifax?
Oh yeah, Equifax definitely. So what is the amount for this settlement? Because it was at 700 million. Then I saw 650. Now I see like 555. Like, are they getting a discount?
Don't get me the line, but I feel like it's 250 mil. I don't know. Like I said, don't let me that. But either way, after they chop it up between everybody, you only get $4. But that's a 4 for 4 at Wendy's if they still do 4 for 4.
I think they still do, but I'm on my health kick, so I can't get that 4 for 4.
Well, go ahead and slide it to somebody that eat.
Can I get me some of that Chick-fil-A? They can give me some Chick-fil-A.
You know, guys, chicken don't even have a dollar menu. I don't know what you get for $4 at Chick-fil-A.
Hey,
Not even, I don't even think a sandwich costs $4.
All I had to do was walk in and pray, and they'll know, Lord, order my steps there.
And it will be their pleasure.
Yeah,
and it will be definitely their pleasure. But yeah, I don't know. We got to get back to talking about, especially with the article you sent me about Russia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You saw I had to go on I went on a little. I had to like educate people real quick about that.
Yeah, on the app. I don't know why, because technically we all use social media, and when you use social media, you give up your privacy.
You give up some of your privacy.
So,
but that was too blatant though. That was too blatant, so disrespectful.
People get so caught up in like the trends. I feel like that's why they just be getting got so easy. Everybody want to hop on and do the same stupid stuff.
That was so disrespectful. And then the developers came back and was like, nah, we don't do
No, we
that.
would never. That is not what we're doing.
Oh, okay.
That's a lie.
I
bet. Yeah. But I would hope it makes us more conscious of actually reading the terms, even though I know y'all not going to read terms. But just be mindful. And even with us using social media, we are giving up our privacy, but you control that.
Yeah, you control as much as you give.
And y'all were ugly. Very ugly with that face app. I'm sorry, but it scared me. I kept seeing old people, and the sad part is they really did look like an old version of themselves.
I be like, man, I hope I didn't drink enough water, enough vegetables, but I still look good.
Black don't crack, man. I'm finna be smooth at 80, okay? And I'm gonna let God handle that, okay? Like, I don't wanna know what I look like. I'm trying to live for the present, okay? And y'all were really ugly with that app, so please stop it. But I think that's all we got.
That's all we got for today.
All right. Well, I'm Jay.
I'm T.
And that's it.